Ford is not playing around. What you're looking at is the brand new Ford Everest Platinum. This is a 3-liter V6 diesel engine which produces 184 kilowatts and 600 Newton meters of torque. And apart from the V6 engine, it comes with a host of features. It is great to drive, it is practical, so in this review, we'll discuss its cost of ownership and everything else in between. So let's get started. Isuzu MUX, Toyota Fortuner. You need to pull up your socks because Ford Everest has just taken the game to a whole new level. In fact, at this point, it's actually more appropriate to compare it with the Toyota Prado. Anyway, let's get back to the Ford, starting with the interior. You'll notice the interior is very similar to the one you saw in the Ford Ranger, except the digital instrument display is bigger on this one. But other than that, they're really more or less the same. It also has ambient lighting, by the way, which I like. For your seats, they have the words Platinum on them. They are perforated, which means the seats are cooled and they are heated. I know a lot of people complain about heated seats and steerings, so here they are cooled also. Just like the Ford Ranger, you get these new Ford door handles. Awesome display, look at that. The American truck. Very nice. 12-inch display, I'll get back to that in a bit. What I really want to show you is the seat adjustment. Now, unlike the BMW, on a vehicle like this, you want the seat as high as possible. And I am happy to tell you, it does go high. There's a lot of adjustment. You won't struggle finding the perfect sitting position for yourself. And if you don't feel like looking at your mirrors or you need help with parking, don't stress. You not only get park assist, but you also have this 360-degree view camera, which should make it easy for you. As Muzi once said, those are not my hands. The Ford Everest actually has wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. Pretty awesome stuff, that's my hand. And if you're tired of running around with USB cables to connect your phone to your car and then disconnecting it to connect your charger to your phone when you're home, the solution is simple. Get yourself the Ford Everest. Now, if you want to select driving modes, there is that rotary wheel over there, the one you're looking at. There we go. It allows you to change from different modes depending on the driving conditions. Currently, it's on sand, as you can see. You can change it to mud. You can also change it to when it's slippery. It's been raining a lot. For those of you who love towing, caravans, boats, that's for you. Eco mode. And if you don't want to complicate your life, there is also normal mode. So obviously you won't want to drive around in the mud without listening to good music. Your speakers are from Bang & Olufsen. Proper stuff. They sound really good. Take my word for it. Coming to your panoramic sunroof. Yes, the Everest has a panoramic sunroof. Well done, Ford. Well done. You can tell I'm proud. I'm very proud. And speaking of being proud, I'm proud of all of you. What you're watching right now is the 10,000 subscriber special episode. Yes, after 4 months and 2 weeks, we're officially at 10,000 subscribers. Thank you so much to all the locals. Those are the locals in South Africa and all the local internationals, the international locals. Australia, you guys, apparently you call Buckies Utes over there. Yeah, over here we'll call them Buckies, but I know you love SUVs, I know you love Utes, so I know you'll be watching this. Shout out to you, shout out to everyone in the States because American truck. Shout out to everyone in the Philippines, Botswana, Lesotho, Zim, Namibia. Did I forget anyone? Swaziland. And someone from Pretoria said I should mention Pretoria next time. Pretoria. Everyone who's back from visiting Bomma. The end credits since today are especially for you. And if you're watching from a place I didn't mention, let me know in the comments and I'll give you a shout out next time. But to everyone, thank you for making this channel what it is today. Let's get back to the Ford Everest. In terms of your driving, you have adaptive cruise control, which helps you maintain your speed. It also has a stop and go function. So if the traffic ahead of you has stopped or slowed down, the adaptive cruise control will also stop or slow down. Now you also get lane centering and lane keep assist, which helps you with your steering to prevent the vehicle from drifting off. You also get things like pre-collision assist, which basically warns you if you're about to have a collision with a vehicle, a cyclist, or a pedestrian. If the car notices that you're not taking the correct action, it will apply the brakes automatically. Just to give you guys a heads up, if you start seeing this Ford Everest on your rearview mirror, pressuring you to either move a bit faster or get out of the way, please understand, this thing is fast. 3-liter V6, and as I mentioned earlier, 184 kilowatts and 600 newton meters of torque. It moves. It accelerates very quickly. In fact, if you're not careful, you'll find yourself over the speed limit without even realizing it. You also get blind spot detection. You also have a reverse brake assist, which helps you when you're reversing. So if you're reversing and there's a car behind you or a person or a bicycle, the Ford Everest will let you know, and if you don't respond, it'll brake for you. Yes, it'll think for you. Please let me know in the comments, what's your take on these advanced safety systems? Do you think they're too intrusive, or they're there to help, or you just prefer driving the old-fashioned way? You just reverse, whatever happens, happens, or maybe it's a good thing that the cars can brake for you if you've missed something. On the point of missing things, I forgot to tell you that your digital owner's manual, okay, I've given it away. The manual for your car, it is also digital. So if you want to know anything about your Ford Everest, you can check it in your infotainment screen. And I think it's very handy because with how advanced cars are these days, there's a lot of stuff you might not know, a lot of stuff you might not understand. So click on your touch screen and the Ford Everest will show you how to do it. Most people buy this car because of the practicality. So let's head back to the back seats and see what they have for us. Earlier I mentioned the front seats were heated and cooled. Good news, the back seats are also heated and cooled as well. They're also comfortable, they have a lot of adjustment, more on that in a bit. And of course you get yourself a nice center armrest with properly hidden cup holders. Nice, that looks proper. But what you really want to know is how much space is there in the back seats. As you can see in my driving position, there is plenty of it, especially by your knees. Anyone who sits there should be fairly comfortable. From kids to grown-ups, it shouldn't be an issue. Over there, you'll adjust your heated seats or your cooled seats. There's a USB Type-C, and that plug for whatever you might want to connect. Coming to the back of your Ford Everest, as you see it right now, the boot capacity is 259 liters. Fortunately, you can fold down the seats electrically, which would increase the space you have to 898 liters, which is a lot. So this is a proper boot, and by the way, it is an electric tailgate, so you don't have to struggle with wrestling with the door. Look at it go. Look at it go. Boom. I kind of wish they added a light bar to the Platinum. As you know, this is a 7-seater. Quick disclaimer, the back seats are more suited to Spamandla and his friends. In other words, they're more suited to children because the space is a bit tight. Yeah, it's not for long journeys if you're a grown-up or any kind of journey, especially in this configuration. I say this configuration because after this, I realized something. I'll show you that in a bit. After squashing myself in the back seat, I was like, it can't be. Yeah, and I was like, no, man, you can actually adjust the seats in front. So if you want to carry grown-ups, you adjust the seats in front to a position where the people there are comfortable and where the people behind them will be comfortable as well. That's actually a nice grille. Let's get to our cost of ownership. The Ford Everest 3-liter V6 4-wheel drive Platinum is around 1,113,100 Rand. On finance over 72 months at 11% interest, it would cost you 21,187 Rand. And for a full tank, you'll have to pay 1,783 Rand because it has a 76-liter fuel tank. And if you get an insurance premium of 4,000 Rand, your total cost of ownership would be 26,970 Rand. If you're wondering, you get a 4-year, 120,000 kilometer warranty, and your service plan is sold separately. Yes, service plans are optional extras now. That is your Ford Everest. I hope you've enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for watching the 10,000 subscriber special episode. If there are any cars you'd like me to review, let me know in the comments. Until the next one. Wait, if you haven't liked, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Support local YouTube, guys. It's the right thing to do. Until the next one, take care. If you're still here, how many of you have been watching Kaleidoscope in the wrong order? There's this guy, he started with white. He just went straight to the heist. And by the time you go to the other episodes, orange, green, was completely confused as to the sequence of the show. You should Google these things, guys. Platinum. You should Google these things, guys. It helps. Anyway, thank you for sticking around. An end credit scene for Bomma is coming up next. By the way, there is your spare wheel over there. You know this mountain. If you know it, this is for you. Welcome back.